Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special video on this Friday. We've got jersey concepts for you as usual, but this is not the typical jersey concept video. We've got rivals color swapping. The designer here is Tech Matt. He's taken two teams, we'll say the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. I've not seen these, so I don't know if these are the two teams, but I'm assuming maybe, Montreal versus Toronto, one of the biggest rivalries in hockey, if not the biggest. And you take Montreal's colors and you put it on a Toronto jersey, and you take Toronto's colors and you put it on a Montreal jersey. I'm very curious to see these. We have looked at similar work in the past from, I think, a different designer. I can't remember who it was, but my brain it's very hard to kind of figure this stuff out when you see it and you expect one thing, but you see something else. Regardless if I like it or if I don't like it, I love seeing these, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this one as well. So let's jump right into it. Let's check this. So we will be looking at 32 NHL jerseys here, starting off with Anaheim, because they are first according to abbreviation by alphabetical order. Let's jump into it. I have not seen these. Got to open them up. Hold on one second. Boom. There we go. Okay. Well, I mean, this is obviously immediately strange to see purple in there, but Anaheim does use black in their branding. I think maybe they use a little bit of silver they have in the past. So that's not too foreign either, but the purple is definitely a little bit odd. Now, I will say that regardless of the colorization, even though that is not typical Ducks branding, this actually looks pretty good. You know, if they came out with an alternate jersey like this, it would be weird, obviously, but I think this looks pretty good. Really good first start on this one, Matt. Thanks for this. Let's move on to the next one, which should be Arizona. Boom, it is Arizona. Okay, who's the inspiration here? The Knights. This doesn't look bad at all. I think because of the gold that Vegas uses also kind of is in that sandy kind of desertish color range. Plus you've got the orange in there, which holds true to the Arizona current branding in there. So I'm glad that he kept that in there. But that also, it's like a grayish green weird color. Man, I think it looks really good, actually. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. I like it. None of these have been too bad so far. Not too brain jarring. Let's move on. And there we go. Here's when my brain goes, I just what? What is this? This doesn't work. It can't work. It just can't work. You can't put the Montreal Canadiens colors on a Boston Bruins jersey. My mind won't accept it. I must move on from this one. Next, the Sabres inspired by the Senators. Well, I mean, the Buffalo Sabres have used these colors in the past with the GOAT jersey, and now that's back. So this actually doesn't look that completely unrealistic at all. You know what, the Buffalo Sabres did make something like this. I don't think a lot of people would be like, why, and how, and what? Like, no, they would be like, oh, cool. You know, you kind of combine two eras of the team. That's kind of neat. So honestly, this one might be a little bit of a winner here. Next, the Hurricanes, but inspired by the Capitals. I almost thought that this was just a regular Hurricanes jersey, but I guess my mind saw black instead of blue there. So this doesn't look that out of place either, to be completely honest. That's a very deep blue, which is close to black. So it's a really good combination, though. I think Tech Matt did a really good job kind of combining two brands here. This looks good, regardless if you want to look at this from a Washington perspective or Carolina. I think individually, this is actually a pretty nice jersey. I like this one. Next, we've got the Blue Jackets inspired by the Penguins. You know what? This actually looks really good. I like the logo colorized like that. I know it takes away from the actual flag of Ohio here, but still, this is good. Yeah, I like this one. Good job on this one. Next, the Flames with the Oilers colors. Okay, this is definitely strange. However, fire is not yellow. Fire is not red. Fire is sometimes orange and red and yellow and all the other colors in between, all the little shades. So seeing orange here instead of red or instead of yellow, I think that is totally fine. Actually, this looks not bad at all. There's nothing I dislike about this, and it's a little bit strange, but still, I think it kind of works. Let's move on. The Blackhawks with the Blues colors. This looks really good, actually. I'm sure Blackhawks fans are having a fit with this one watching, but as an outsider, not a true fan of the Blues or the Blackhawks, as an outsider looking in, I actually really like this. One of my favorite color combinations as well, with the blue and the yellow. Good job. Next, the Avalanche with the wild colors. This one is strange. It is very, very strange to see that A in the logo be colorized as green instead of anything else with the yellow in the background. This is very just This is wild. Yeah, I don't think I can get behind this one. This one is just a little bit too strange for me. Next, the Dallas Stars with the Predators as the inspiration. You know what? Obviously, I'm not a big fan of yellow jerseys, as most of you know, but I actually don't mind this one too much. I think, I don't know if a shoulder patch would make this any better. I'm not sure, but I do like that logo kind of sitting on yellow like that. That looks not bad at all. Moving on, the Detroit Red Wings with the Blackhawks being inspired. This is actually a very intelligent combination by Matt, because he noticed that in the Blackhawks logo, there's some feathers and stuff, and they're different colors. So why not choose Detroit as their rival, which I guess they kind of are. They used to be in the same conference prior to 2010. The Detroit Red Wings were in the Western Conference. Not sure if you knew that or not. And also their 2 original 6 teams. So using all of that, taking the feathers from the Detroit Red Wings logo here and recolorize them. I think that's pretty intelligent. Do I like it? No, I don't like it. I think this looks weird. It does not work for me, but I like the innovative approach here for this one. Next, nope. Nope. Right away, this is like some Ronald McDonald stuff. I don't see Ronald McDonald stuff when I see Calgary. It's just that's their brand. But here, it just looks so strange. This is too McDonald's for me. I don't even see Flames when I see this. I just see McDonald's for some reason. This is a no-no, kind of like that Boston one. I just can't look at this anymore. The Panthers, ooh. Now, I will say that the blue and the silver look really good with the logos and stuff, but the primary logo on the front, I think the gray makes it hard to see the cat a little bit, so I'm not sure what you'd change that to, or if you'd add, I don't know. I might recolorize the logo just a little bit. I'm not sure how, but it does need to be tweaked a little bit, I think. But overall, I mean, or regardless of that, in general, it looks pretty good. Next, the LA Kings. Okay, this one is weird. This is very weird. This is too weird. This is like that Boston one or the other one. It's just, man, to see teal and orange with an LA logo is so against everything. Like, you just can't do this. No, this one's a no from me. This one can't work. Okay, moving on, we've got the Colorado Wild. This is very strange. This one works, but it's just so this is way better than the Colorado one with the Wild colors. This is the Wild with the Colorado colors. I think I might want to see a shoulder patch on this one, but just in general, I do think that these colors look okay for Minnesota. I would be not necessarily in favor of the Minnesota Wild switching to this or anything like that, but it is a fun little visual exercise here. I do like it. Next, the Montreal Canadiens with the Boston Bruins colors. What are you doing to me, Tech Man? As a Canadiens fan, this is very offensive. Okay, no, it's not actually offensive, but it just looks so wrong. The logo looks just, no, I can't do it. I can't even bring myself to objectively like this. It's just wrong. I can't do it. Moving on. The Devils. Well, the Devils have a bit of this colorization back in their history. Well, I guess not their history, but, the previous team's history. So this doesn't look too bad. It's a little, I mean, obviously there's lots of Rangers influence in here, but to see the blue in there, especially with the most recent reverse retro that was released, this doesn't look that bad at all to me. Red is still in there. That's that's their primary color. So yeah, not bad actually. Next, the Predators. This almost looks like a St. Pat's jersey in a way. Every year around St. Patrick's Day, all the teams usually wear St. Pat's inspired jersey for their warm-up or for whatever. And this looks almost exactly like what I would expect the Nashville Predators to wear around St. Pat's or on St. Pat's night. So it doesn't look that bad, but it doesn't work either at the same time. Moving on. We got the Islanders. Honestly, totally fine. Absolutely, totally fine. Red and orange are in the same color family, so to see the same blue, pretty much, with just red doesn't look that bad at all. I don't know what's going on with the neck. I don't really like that much, but other than that, this actually absolutely works. Next, the Rangers. Okay, so we've got the inverse where the Rangers are using orange instead of red. That looks worse, but not bad. I think the Islanders did a better job or looked better with the Rangers colors, but this doesn't look bad at all. I'm okay with this one as well. I'm surprised at how many I'm okay with. I think there's been maybe 85 to 90% ones that I was okay with versus maybe 10% that I haven't been. Very curious to get to the end of this series so I can pick my favorite. This one's going to be tough. Next, the Senators, and that's inspired by the Leafs. This doesn't look that bad either. I do think that the silver looks really good in that logo because of the helmet, and when I picture armor and stuff, it's obviously it's metal, it's chrome, it's metallic, it's whatever. So that works. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Moving on, we got the Flyers. Instead of orange, there's yellow, much like orange and red from earlier. Orange and yellow are also kind of in the same color family, so this doesn't look that bad either. I don't love it, but it doesn't look that bad. I assume that the Penguins are going to be using the orange instead of the yellow, and we have that indeed from Matt, and that doesn't look that bad either. It just looks like if you took a regular Penguins jersey and you put it in Photoshop, and you increase the contrast by 100%, and then you duplicated the layer and then made the second layer an overlay, that's exactly what this would look like. And anyone who doesn't use Photoshop has no idea what I just said, but that's what it looks like. I mean, that's just what it looks like. So this one doesn't look that bad either, just looks very saturated and very contrasty. Next, the Seattle Kraken. Inspired by the Canucks, I had to look down because I wasn't exactly sure, because this just looks so normal. To see green in any kind of Seattle branding is just normal to me because of the Seahawks. And to see blue is obviously pretty normal. So I don't necessarily like the jersey. The logo doesn't look right on, like the logo primary color is the same primary color as the jersey. Now, while Matt's put a drop shadow on here, I think you'd need something else, like a white stroke around it or something. It just bleeds too far into the background, maybe a green stroke. But yeah, I think the colors absolutely work, so good job there. Next, the Sharks. Ugh. No, you can't put the Knights colors on the Sharks jersey. There will be riots. You just can't do it. This one's a miss for me. This one does not work. Next, the Blues with the Blackhawks colors. Actually, you know what? That doesn't look too bad, other than the fact that they're called the Blues and there's no blue in the uniform. So, like, there needs to be blue. But I understand in this series that there can't be blue because the Blackhawks don't use blue. This one's tricky. I can't decide if this works or if it doesn't work. So this one's going to live on the fence. And this might be the only one. Let me know down below in the comment section if you think this one works. Next, the Tampa Bay Lightning using the Panthers colors. This reminds me a little bit of, I was going to say Montreal Canadiens jersey, but just because of the stripe on the arms and then obviously the red and stuff. But, you know, the more that I look at it, the more that obviously it's quite different. The gold in the logo looks not bad. Still very confusing, like looking at this and trying to get my brain around this one. This one might live on the fence as well. Let's move on to the Toronto Maple Leafs. From the Bruins, inspired from the Bruins, but this isn't that weird because of the reversible jersey. If you're not aware, the Toronto Maple Leafs last season came out with a jersey that was like a secondary jersey. It was blue. There's some skyline in the stripes, but if you inverse the jersey, turned it inside out, there was actually an Justin Bieber branded inspired colorization in there from his whatever the company's called. I don't even know. I don't care. But it was yellow and it looked very similar to this, and this looks normal. 100% okay with this. I like it actually. Next, the Canucks using the Flames colors. Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Canucks do some, I think, Chinese New Year inspired jerseys for warm-up, and I think they're red. They've used that in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely the logo on the shoulder I've seen in red before. So this doesn't actually look that, it just doesn't look weird at all, actually. I'm okay with this. I know that maybe there should be some blue in there, and Canucks fans might not be happy with me, but I am okay with this one. Moving on, the Golden Knights using the Sharks colors. I mean, it does look good, but you just can't do it. Knights fans are going to have a fit over this. You just can't do it. It can't be allowed. This can't work. But I do like it. Next, the Winnipeg Jets. Wow, this is very strange. I don't know if I'd consider the Jets to have a rivalry with the Predators, but this jersey is actually really nice. This is one of the better yellow concept jerseys that I've seen. It's weird to see the obviously the Winnipeg Jets logo in there, but I really like this one, actually. This one is one of my favorites, I think, from the whole one. Good job. Next, the Capitals, which should be the last one. And this is strange with the Penguins colors, but it doesn't look that bad. It's not going to be my favorite, but I don't want to say that it doesn't work. Not bad. Okay, let me cycle back through and let me pick my favorite. But do I pick my favorite, the one that I like the most, or the one that I think the colors work the best from the opposing team? Okay, I think I might go with maybe not necessarily the one that surprised me the most, but the one that surprised me, and not only surprised me, but like the one that I really liked as well. I'm talking about the Chicago Blackhawks, okay? I like this one just because the feathers get different colorization for each one. The blue and the yellow could look really good together. The actual tone of the face on the logo, it remains essentially the same to the current the current branding, the current logo for the Blackhawks. So that didn't really change. The hair is still black. So you know what? This one absolutely works for me. I think it's very good. I think there are a lot of these in this series were very good, but there's going to be so many different opinions on this one. This one's a tricky one, so I would love to know your opinion down below in the comment section. If you got a couple of minutes, please go down below and leave your opinion. What one was your favorite? A big thank you to Tech Matt for sending these in, not only for creating jersey concepts, but for swapping colors. That must have been a challenge just as a designer trying to go through those, and I can't even imagine trying to do that. But if you think that you can do a better job or as good of a job, or you just want to play around, I can save you some money if you want to get this template. Go to sportstemplates.net, use code post save yourself 10%, get this exact template that you saw in this video. There's other templates on the site as well if you want to play around and do the exact same thing, maybe for a different template or from a different league. Maybe you choose football and you do the Packers versus the Vikings and you switch their colors for helmets or something else. I don't know. I'd love to see it. Whatever you want to be creative with, make sure you use code post save yourself 10% on whatever template on the site. Send it in. Details on how to do that are down below in the description. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good start to your weekend. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button. If you're new, you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. We do it every Friday. I'll see you later. Adios.